Hello everyone, Kapil Reddy here, founder and CEO of Superly. First of all, I wish you all a very happy new year. Hope you all had a good one with your friends and family. Now that the topic is about new year, the first thing we hear about is what are your new year resolutions or what are your new year goals? So today that's the topic we're going to discuss, how to actually attain your goals more effectively. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about. So yeah, let's jump into it straight away. How to reach your goals effectively. So if you really want to succeed, first you need to have some goals. Because if you have a set goal, that will give you a lot more clarity and direction. Once you have the direction, you'll have a lot more control over what exactly you want to do and what exactly you don't want to do. So that is the first step. So make sure you have that clear goal in place to actually succeed. So now we'll also discuss about some frameworks which can actually help you to attain a goal much more effectively. So the very first step is set a goal that motivates you. Unless you have a goal which is very important to you, which you think can actually motivate you, there's no way you can achieve too many goals. So make sure you're setting a goal which has higher priorities in your life, so that if you actually achieve them, you feel a sense of accomplishment. So make sure you're setting those goals and give top priority to it. And that can actually help you get motivated on a daily basis, because we're all humans and we all have distractions. But to be laser focused on the goal you want to achieve, make sure it is something which actually will motivate you. Here is a simple framework which you can actually use to achieve your goals much more effectively. And it's called the SMART technique. So I'll just elaborate on SMART. S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for attainable, R stands for relevant, T stands for time bound. Elaborating a bit more on the SMART technique, as I told, S stands for specific goals. So you need to have a very clearly defined goal. If you have something like very vague and generalized, you'll never get the real sense of that goal and you'll be lost in it. So for that reason, be very specific what exactly you want to achieve. For example, let's say you want to start exercising. Be very specific about it, that I want to do 30 minutes of exercising per day. So that's how you can be very specific. Next is set measurable goals. So make sure you have a metric in place, something where you can measure how far you've actually achieved that goal. That is very, very important, and have those measurable goals put in place, which will give you a sense of accountability, which is very important for you to actually achieve these goals. So next thing is attainable. So again, as I told, it's always good to have an audacious goal, but at the same time, break it down into some attainable micro goals kind of. So whenever you attain something, that will give you a sense of accomplishment, which is very important for you to actually reach this bigger goal. For that reason, have these goals which you think are actually attainable for yourself and plan out accordingly. Next is R, which stands for setting relatable goals. So make sure you can relate to a goal which you have set for yourself. Always have that sort of motivation that this is something I want to achieve so that I can be actually better at it. So do not try and compare what others have set for themselves and try to follow it. Of course, if let's say you are motivated by it, by all means do it. If not, make sure you have these relevant or relatable goals set for yourself. That will be very, very effective. Finally, T stands for time bound. Without time, there's no way you can measure whether you can achieve. For example, you can have this lifelong goal, but you never know whether you can actually achieve it. So have a set time limit. For example, let's say you want to lose 10 kgs in 4 months, or you want to read 30 books in a year. So that's like a time bound or time specific goal, which will actually create more sort of accountability, and you will also start measuring whether are you able to do it or not. So which is very, very important. So this is about the SMART framework. It's pretty easy to remember, at the same time pretty easy and very effective. So make sure you try and follow this. Another very effective way of achieving your goals is set your goals in writing. I think I've stressed enough on it that writing gives a lot more clarity. So always write your goals either in a physical note, or you can use some of these digital goal planners. Yes, like here is, even in Superly you have like a goal tracker. So make sure you set your goals there, be very specific about it, and revisit them to see if you're actually progressing in that direction or not. Finally, the thing is, you need to also plan for some setbacks. It's not like you cannot have like a upper trajectory all the time. There might be ups and downs. So be prepared for a setback. It's more or less like boxing, where you should be prepared to take a punch, at the same time sometimes give back the punch. So like that, even for goals, to actually achieve it quite effectively, make sure you set aside some time for these backlogs or setbacks as well, so that you'll be more realistic in actually achieving your goals. And most importantly, yes, I think we're all not pretty much used to setbacks, right? So make sure you have like a contingency plan, so that you're not lost or you're not demotivated to where you stop achieving that goal. And as I told, it's very common in your sense of achieving a particular goal. Setbacks are very, very common. So don't be demotivated by it or feel bad about it. It's pretty common, and make sure you're not giving up there. That's the biggest thing. You cannot give up. So once a goal is set, make sure you achieve it. Do not just stop in between just because you have a setback. So have that sort of a mindset, and trust me, you'll love yourself. Final thoughts are, it's always good to have big, audacious goals. But in order to achieve those big, audacious goals, you need to have the right set of motivation, planning, and organization. So the bigger your goal, the better you need to be at these three things, so that there are higher chances you can actually achieve this goal. So end of it all boils down to your mindset. Usually my personal suggestion would be, like, whenever you want to achieve something, set a goal which you think is very, very ambitious. And even if you go midway through it, I think somewhere you'll have that sense of accomplishment. Of course, the bigger goal is to actually achieve that goal, but in case even if you go halfway through it, I think that still is a success. So make sure you have a goal in such a way that even if you achieve half of it, you still feel that you're successful and you're happy. So these are my final thoughts. So this is a new year and a year of full opportunities. So make sure you use it to the best of the possibilities, and do follow this simple framework to make sure you actually smash those goals. So until next time, we'll see you. In the meantime, as always, please do like, subscribe, and comment, and do let us know what else we want to present to you and where else can we improve. So until next time, see you again. Have a great week ahead. See you. Bye-bye.